Hello, what's up everyone? Welcome back to Let Supreme Ghost Thief Gold, finally, for another episode. We are going to play Song of the Caverns today. Let's not dilly-dally and let's get straight into it. End of the Lost City, and let's watch the briefing.
The Keepers stashed the Talisman of Water in a series of hidden caverns located deep below the city. According to their map, I'll find it in a shrine located in the lowest cavern. I don't expect to run into anything too threatening other than a few venomous spiders. However, the map does contain this note. Stand not against us, lest you feel the sting of ignorance's barbs. Sounds like Keeper talk for we've rigged the place. An informant of mine, Geary, made a home for himself in these caverns after he lost his job tending the ticket counter of a nearby opera house. He should know these caverns better than anyone, so I'll pay him a visit to see if he has any useful information for me.
Okay. Song of the Caverns. Locate your informant Geary. He may have valuable information about the caverns for you. Use the Keeper's map to find the Talisman of Water. Remember, they've probably rigged the place, so be careful. Escape from the caverns after you've taken the talisman. It may not be as easy as you think. Loot may be scarce down in the caverns, but an expert thief such as yourself should be able to find at least 200 worth. Humans will be as scarce in the caverns as loot, so if you find your informant Geary or any people, don't kill him. Alright, so this is a great mission. It's in my top 3 in the game anyway. It's actually above Return to the Cathedral, which might be a little bit surprising. That's generally thought to be one of the best games, or best missions in the game. But I'm going to rank this just one little nudge above. A lot of good things about it. I'll summarize the pros and cons at the end of the mission. But remember, we're playing Supreme Ghosts, which is different from regular Ghost in a few key ways. We can't take first alerts, we can't remove any light sources, we can't use moss arrows. Generally, those are the major differences, which makes it quite a bit more challenging. This mission can be perfect thieved, so it means you can do regular Ghost and get all the loot. It cannot be Supreme Ghosted, bar one first alert. Or it can be Supreme Ghosted except for one first alert in the beginning of the mission, from a spider actually. But the rest we should be able to Supreme Ghost, but it won't be a successful one. I'm going to skip 2 pieces of loot as well. I want to minimize Supreme Busts, so we will not be able to get all the loot, but I'll show you everything, of course. So let's get right to it here. We won't buy anything, of course. That's not allowed for Supreme, by the way. Now, you can actually get spotted here right away by the guard in the tower there. But if you sneak a little bit out of the way to the left first, we should be in the clear here. There. Let's see. Let's make a real save first. Quick save. Let's take a look at the map that was shown in the briefing. So we're going to enter some caves to begin with, where there seems to have been an expedition before, because one man was lost to the spiders, it seems. After the spider caves, there seems to be a flooded cave, abysmal cavern even, and more men was lost to Craymen, it seems like, in another cave system. 3 weeks did we toil to make the shrine. So the shrine is where the talisman supposedly found. And then stand not against us lest you feel the sting of ignorance's barbs is the warning. Probably because the place is trapped. And then one more person was lost past that, and then we don't know what's beyond this cave system here. So you obviously know that things will change pretty quickly here, so we will deal with those changes as we get to it. few things I'll show you.
Who goes there? Hey! Just make one little noise.
You can actually... you can't too, okay. I'll show you how to get up there without alerting that guy. See, we can't...
Hey! Come out at once!
I used to...
Nothing here now.
Yeah, okay. So I used to have to use the crate you see down there to get up, but new mantle makes you able to mantle up here. There's a moss arrow up here. And the guard in there is hiding a cheese, 6 broadhead arrows, and he has a key on his belt. So if you're looking for... Let me see, doesn't he? Yes, he does. So if you're looking for all the pickpockets, you got to grab that one. That key actually opens the door later on in the mission. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that, but it does anyway. So we have to head into the caves through a sewage system here. Check my camera, turn that up a little bit. Yep. So we're going to find Geary here pretty early on. And you can hear spiders.
Guess I'm not getting any information from Geary after all.
No, it looks like he has been cocooned. Got a healing potion here, and we got Geary's diary. More spiders arrived today. That makes 12 this week. I have no time to puzzle over this strange migration. I must pack up my belongings and move elsewhere on the morrow. Geary. Okay. So we located Geary to see if he had information. So now we have to continue on and see what we can do here. Now there are 2 spiders down here. We have to pass through this cave, and you can see that there are, or one of the spiders is patrolling and the other is stationary. Now the stationary spider will actually end up drowning, self-inflicted. Because every time he does the little twist, he slides down just like one of the spiders did early on in the Lost City. And he's going to end up in the water. Now that's going to happen whatever, it doesn't matter what we do. So we can use this to our advantage because it's inevitable. So I'm going to do that to at least avoid an alert from that spider. Now the other spider, we're going to end up taking a first alert from. You know, there's no way to avoid that. But we have to avoid a second alert to keep Ghost intact. Because even though I'm not going to take all the loot in this mission, I will get a successful Ghost. So we simply got to wait for that guy to slide down, which takes a few minutes, unfortunately. Kind of tedious. Now, the other spider, the patrolling spider, can end up doing his rotation either clockwise or counterclockwise, by spinning to the left or spinning to his right. Now, I have never ended up in this situation and him turning to the right, which it seems like he's doing right now. It's actually easier to pass this area if he turns to his right than if he turns to his left. I've seen him turn to his right occasionally, but always ends up turning to the left. At least when the other spider dies. If he turns to his right, you can actually use his turning to run down there on the left and then turn the corner to the right after he is on his way back up. But we can't do that if he turns to his left, which it seems like he's doing right now. He's right at the edge right now. If anyone has seen Travis Whitsitt's video series on this, which he made, what, 5-6 years ago, he showed the video of this spider turning right constantly. And he was able to make the move of sliding to the right around the corner by the two lit mushrooms there. But like I said, I've never encountered that, and I don't assume I will now either. But in Old Ark, there was actually a problem with this patrolling spider where he didn't give first alerts. He went straight to hunt mode. So it seemed like, when he did that video at least, it seemed like he actually supreme ghosted this cave, but he didn't. He did first alert, there was something off with him. But in New Dark, that's been fixed, so it proves that you can't, there's no way you can pass this spider without an alert. But we can do it ghost clear. See, he's right about to drop now, I think. There we go. Yeah. So now we got to sneak down as far as we can without getting any alerts. Seems like we're doing right now. So we gotta get as far down as possible. It's that mushroom on the immediate left here that obviously is lighting us up. I think I'm right on the verge now. Yeah, see there, he sees me. Okay, so I think we're good here. So what I have to do, I have to run and get a first alert, but then I have to jump across to the other side without making any more noise, and then turn right and jump to the wall that I'll see ahead of me without this guy going to second level hunt mode. That's the job right now. And I can't go straight around the corner to the right, because when he turns there, he faces those mushrooms, and there's no way I can make it to that corner in time. So let's see. We'll try this. So I can't hit my head on the ceiling here. That's what I have to do, but I have to do it faster. That's perfect. So now he's settled. Perfect. Excellent. I was afraid that would take a lot longer, but it didn't. So now we have to inch down into the water here. Without taking any more alerts. Continue here. There's a water arrow here. I'm not going to take that. There's also a couple of rocks in the ceiling there that you can see is actually a trap. We're going to move in through here. Instead, there's another water arrow here. Okay, we're going to get to some crayman caves here. This can be a difficult area, so see what we can do. Sneak past this guy. I think we can stay here. Yeah, oh yeah, and be safe. We gotta get to another pool like that, but it's in that cave. We gotta follow one of the guys coming through here. I'm gonna real save it so I can use my quick save here. So that guy, see, that's the problem. That guy's the problem here. Yeah, we gotta get in here and then sneak after him, because he makes a loop, that patrolling crayman. And if he catches up with us when he comes back again on his other loop, but it's pretty good timing here. Crayman on the left there too is perfect because he's turning around right there. I need to find a way to get over that hump there without spending too much time. This is one of the difficult areas in the mission. If we want to avoid a first alert here, which I do, which I can, so I want to do that. Why can't I do that? I don't get it. So he didn't see. I thought he would see me there because he was facing me. He needs to turn. He needs to turn to his left. Yeah, you need to turn, buddy. You can't stand like that. He has two facing angles, I think. So he'll see me right away if he stands like that. Turn, buddy, turn, please. There we go. I should be able to get up there. Let's see if I can sneak past him just normally. No, can't do that. To just get up like that. Yeah, you got to get up that little hill there. got to stay this way. Can't turn back like that. It's not possible. Oh, I could have done it there, but then that guy comes back. It's just a matter of him staying the right direction long enough. No, so I can't go close enough to the edge there. I have a feeling I might not have been fast enough here. Yeah. Let's see. I'll try a little bit more, but I might need to go back to my real save and try the next loop. I think I will need to, or I need to be faster. Let's see here. A lot better off now, because now he's... I'll be able to make this for sure. If he just stays that way now. Come on, why can't I move up here? There. Who is seeing me? Is it that guy that's seeing me, or is it the other guy? What on earth? I don't get why I can't get up there. Huh. Okay, at least I got over it there that time. There, I can do it. Now you just need to turn back, buddy. Okay, there we got it. We got it. Okay, here are 4 more moss arrows, by the way. Yeah, they didn't hear me. Good. I'm done with that, man. It's complicated. Okay, here's a side cave with a skeleton, and so that's one of the members of the expedition. And there's a breath potion, and there's a keeper journal. I fear to go on. The rest of the expedition have gone on ahead, and I was to follow directly. But when the last of them disappeared beneath the surface of the water, all my strength and courage disappeared with them. When they see that I do not follow, they will surely send someone back for me. I need only wait a moment more, or perhaps at most an hour. Dark thoughts haunt me. What is time in a place that sees no sun or moon? What good are tears in a place that is all water? I must rest now. Oh, to have a spot dry enough to recline upon comfortably. Okay. We're going to continue. There's only one direction you can go here, really. So, where are we going? We're going over here first, aren't we? Yeah, going down here first. Oh no, I gotta go back to get air. It's a pretty long swim ahead. Gotta go all the way around here. Very slowly, so we can get the silver nugget. First piece of loot, 50. And we gotta fool that Cray Man. Back around here. And then we gotta approach him from behind, up above. There's no way you can mantle up here without getting seen by him. Okay, so there's a Crayman. He has 2 facing angles. He faces this direction, which is northwest, and then he faces that direction, which is northeast. Now, in T-Fix, he has moved slightly back, so towards the southern wall. And in Old Dark, I was able to sneak in behind him and then go up the stairs that way. You can't do that in this version. Instead, we have to go up... Whoa. We have to go up those stairs. That we got to do instead. Gonna wait for him to turn, then we can head up a couple of the steps, and then we can mantle up behind, actually. And we can hear everybody's favorite character, Raoul, in the distance. Turn, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 5. Maybe it's 6. No, it's 5. I was right. So we have to sneak over here a little bit, and we have to mantle up there without him seeing us. There we go. Okay, now we gotta be careful in here, because if we move closer to that dude, there's two broadhead arrows here, and there's a note that we want to read. This is the chest, and let's see if we can actually open it.
Empty. Now what?
It's empty, but we don't want to trigger that trap. That's not allowed for Ghost, or for Supreme, I mean. We gotta jump over here without making noise. Which you can do like that. So here you got it. Stand not against us, lest you feel the sting of ignorance's barbs. So this guy obviously felt those stings. We want to read the note there. And we want to do that without triggering the trap. And that I think we can do. To Captain Colliard from Lady Valerius, I have received word of the shrine and treasure room you have found during your mission to eradicate our little spider problem. I look forward to receiving whatever bounty lies there, and will not tolerate any more excuses about mysterious traps or other dangers. Success, Lady V. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is Captain Colliard. I think it is, or it's one of his soldiers anyway. And it seems like Lady Valerius, Lady V, have accidentally, you know, bumped into the talisman here, and they've taken it. And obviously lost one man in the process here. So that changes things. So we have to figure out what are we going to do now to get the talisman. Let's head the other way then. So we're almost done with the caves.
Why did you take everything that was mine?
All right.
I spy you, little fish. Oh no, it's a big fish, rather. Are you here to sing too? We'll reenact the memorable scene between Raoul and Valerius at the bridge. I'll begin. The city at night. Raoul, the handsome, young opera house owner, sings to the Lady Valerius. I, Raoul, do accuse you of using treachery to obtain your wealth. Then Lady Valerius sings, I, Lady Valerius, have obtained the opera house, yes. Right from under your nose, you must kiss the ground underneath my toes. Now, I live here under the opera, but I go back, stealing food and such as I need. She can't kick me out, not Raoul. Then they come down, looking for spiders, but they found the treasure from the shrine instead. Now she has that, too. I've seen her with it. It has powers. You could steal it from her, yes. That would make her sad. Let's see. What would she sing? I know. Lady Valerius, weeping in her chamber, sings, I, Lady Valerius, am so sad. Where has the treasure gone that once made me glad? You need a map? Raoul has a map. You need a key? You can get that too from me. Remember, I left at the sewer. Though the right might look newer, that's the secret of the way in. Now go, go, go! Up, up the rope you go! Why do you move so slow? Let us reenact the memorable scene again between Raoul and Valerius at the bridge. I'll begin.
Alright. So, Raoul here gives us maps, which we will go through a little bit more when we get to the actual building, or the opera house. But once we take it, we can actually drop it back right away. And we still have the maps.
Cruel and carnivorous, do you think you have eaten me?
In his shack, there is
I am telling a terrible
cheese.
story, but it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my daughters over the... I can't remember the...
And up here there is 2 moss arrows.
I had such glory, such fame.
The curtains went down on this guy a long time ago, but he's the best lead I have.
Yeah. So now what do we have to do? Whoa. A whole slew of new things. Okay. Find and steal the Talisman of Water. That's basically the same. The strange hermit's ravings are your best clue that the talisman has been moved to the opera house above the caverns. Find the opera house and break in. The opera house is filled with precious adornments and attracts the city's wealthiest patrons, so don't leave without at least 2,000 worth of loot now. That's tenfold what we had originally. When he was alive, your informant Geary often bragged about the cash taken just a single night at the opera house, or a single evening. Find out if he was telling the truth. Get to the ticket office and steal the contents of the cash box. You read last week that the music director at the opera house was just presented with a silver flute. An item like that could fetch a pretty penny on the market. Find it. Littering the opera house with blood and corpses is not worthy of a master thief such as yourself. So pickpocket, rob, steal, hide, and even run if you have to, but don't kill anyone. After you get what you came for, get to the city streets outside the opera house. Excellent. That sounds like a lot more fun than heading through more caves, don't you think? Okay, so the dead spiders then is what Captain Colliard and his men killed on their way to bumping into the talisman. Now, we of course have to return the key that we just took, but we need it. Here is a readable. Mr. Colliard, it's not enough to kill the spiders brazen enough to enter the basement. You must tell your men to descend into the sewers and below. They must kill every spider they see. They must search until no more spiders are found. It does not concern me if men are lost or if they are afraid to venture past the sewers into the tunnels beyond. If your men cannot complete this simple task, I will find men more suitable to the work. And are you so sure that you can get other work without a recommendation from the opera? I think not. Report to me on the morrow regarding your progress, Lady Valerius. So remember what Raoul said? Left at the sewer, the right might look newer, which is this. So this will take us up to the street. We're actually going to end the mission there. But we are going to head into the opera house next. We're going to enter the basement first.
This looks like the way in.
Yeah? Make another real save here. Okay. So, this is the basement. All the X's mark hidden entrances that Raoul has used, as he said, to go back and visit the opera house. Now, from the basement, and we are coming out right here now, so we're approaching in the... No, there. It's actually over here, but anyway. And there are 5 exits, or actually 6, but 5 from the basement up to the first floor. The 3 main staircases here, there's no way we can do those for Supreme or even for Ghost, I think, because there are guards at the top of each of those 3. There's another staircase here that you can use, but it leads you straight up to a servant in the floor above. This secret entrance here takes you up to the first floor in between 2 sitting rooms. So that is one that is very useful that we're going to use. This one takes you straight up to the second floor, but you have to slash a banner when you get up there. So that's not allowed for ghosts, so that can't be used either. So you really only have the two in the south here that can be used to get out from this floor. It's not too much actually to pick up here, but I'm going to go through a couple of things. Make a right first. This one. This is the armory. We're not going to go in here, but show it to you anyway. Long picture. In here there are 2 fire arrows. There is a gas mine. There should be 3 flash bombs, yeah. Some explosive barrels, too. I don't like to pick locks that I don't have to, and there's no need, really, to pick the lock on that one.
So? Was that you?
I think I'm going to follow that other guy. There's a servant in here. Here's the secret to get up to the 2nd floor that I talked about. It's too easy of a place here.
Over there. Something.
Oh, I didn't think I would get caught there.
Huh? Oh, what was that?
Okay.
Who's there? People up above me get all the light and get all the favors, and I don't have another thing to eat in days.
I'll read.
Sir? Was that you? Seems...
Captain Colliard and men of the Opera Guard. 2 guards would at all times, day and night, be posted outside my office suite. In case of trouble or commotion of any kind in the Opera House, then send 2 more to stand guard directly inside the suite. The artifact must be protected. I will tolerate no lapses in security. Readable areas. So now we know that the artifact, which is the talisman, is in her suite. That's nice to know.
Quiet enough now.
So I would like to read that without anyone catching me.
And when are they going to bring me my dinner? That's what I want to know. When are they going to bring me my dinner?
So he will come back here. Wine cellar. Right here, I think we can find 4 bottles of wine in total here.
What's that?
The guy caught me, and I think I loaded after I got caught there. Yeah. My bad. We gotta go back here.
Is someone there?
We should be able to do this one pretty easily. The only thing is that note from Lady Valerius to the guards, but I can find a couple of other copies of that note elsewhere to read. This is where I wanted to go first. Yep. There's one bottle. There we go.
Something move.
Yeah, I would meet him, wouldn't I? I love the ambiance, the sound design in this mission is amazing. One of the best features of it. Kitchen. There's one servant here, so we're now in the food. Okay. There's a deer leg, a bundle of carrots, a loaf, and a cucumber in the kitchen overall.
Who's there? Hello?
And there's a note. Cook, remember to serve the ballerinas only a light supper in the night of a performance, lest we have a repeat of little Catherine's unwelcome addition to Thursday's night's show. Consider this your first and only warning. Mr. Cribbs, Director of Music. Okay, a new name, Mr. Cribbs. So we're going to head up in the fireplace, but I want to listen to a conversation over here to the east first.
Just as you cleared.
there's any trouble, we double the guard on Lady Valerius's rooms.
Not the ticket office. 'Cause if I were a thief, that's where I'd go.
But seeing as you're a guard, and not a thief, you're clear on where to go if there's trouble?
If there's trouble, someone needs to guard the cloak check girl. She's all alone with no one to talk to.
When you're a captain, you can choose to guard whatever you like. Until then, let's hear it. Where do you go if there's trouble?
Yeah, to guard that watery stone nobody cares about, except Lady Valerius.
Good. When you're done moping, I suggest you get on with your patrol.
Okay.
I thought I saw something.
Okay, you can sneak in here without a first alert from
Yes, it
her,
was
I guarantee it. Doesn't really matter, because there's a healing potion here that you can take without really sneaking in here. Nothing in that. And then there's a cheese, I think, in one of the two over there. You can get into this room pretty easily without a first alert. I almost did it, I just went a little bit too far in. So these are dancers performing, I guess. So we're not going to trigger that conversation, because it means the extra guard comes down and starts patrolling. We'll keep the patrols to a minimum. We get some valuable information here. We can listen to another conversation up here, though.
Is someone there?
I always get that clunk when I... climb up here. Can't stand it.
So, did you read Crib's latest? That gibberish.
I can't stand that. Because even though they're talking, they won't give a first alert. They could give a first alert settling remark after the conversation.
So, did you read Crib's latest? That gibberish is a waste of my art.
Ironic, since I always considered your art to be a waste.
And, to add injury to insult, I'm forced to wear costumes from years past.
I can't believe the Opera House is still losing money. It's all these lower-class people working in the ticket office and such. They steal whatever they can get their hands on. Valerius should fire all of them.
For once, I agree with you, Christine. Scrapping the lower class would certainly clean things up around here. But what will you do for food and shelter when they kick you out?
Taffer.
Okay. Hidden entrance here to this room. Here there's a healing potion and there's a tiara. We're interested in the tiara, worth 125. Total 375. I don't think you can leave through this doorway. You'll get a first alert from that guy. But even if you could, we wouldn't take that way now. Sitting room, we're safe in here. Let's look at the first floor. So there's quite a bit going on here on the first floor. It's very busy. There is pretty easy access to most of the western 2/3 of this floor, but the eastern third is locked off by two doors here and here that are locked. They're pickable, so you can pick them open, but there is a key. There are actually 4 keys, 4 red keys carried by guards that you can use to unlock and lock these. So if you pick them open, you still have to lock the doors due to Supreme rules. It requires you to relock everything you unlock. Which means that if you choose to use those doors to get into this last area, You will have to pick up one of those keys. You can drop it back on their patrol, that's not a problem. But I don't like to pick pockets if I don't have to pick pockets. That isn't loot. So we are going to take a route through the mission that avoids, you know, using any of those doors. There's 2 on this floor, and there's 2 on the second floor, right here. So we will not use those doors at all, because that would necessitate taking one of those keys. Sure if we're safe here. There's one guard with that red key, as you saw.
Would I hear?
Grab 2 gold goblets and 2 plates, total 525. There's also a cheese and a loaf in here. Wait for that guard to come back.
What's there?
Thought we were safe here. That's the...
What's that?
Oh, that is so typical. That servant right there has the longest patrol route imaginable. He patrols from the 3rd floor and all the way down to the basement, and has multiple stops along the way. And we managed to bump into him right there. Okay. Oof, being careless. This is that pickable door then. We're gonna head in here. This is the opera itself. Go along the base of the stage here. All the way through, but there's several people in the booths that can see you. So here you have the second note. What? Okay. See us there. This is a locked but pickable door as well. Takes you into a closet that has absolutely nothing in it. I'm not sure why the door is pickable, but anyway. Okay. Yeah, you did. Let's wait for that guy to pass. This door straight ahead here is open. There are 2 guards inside, and the room overall holds a speed potion, 2 gas arrows, 6 broadhead arrows, and a healing potion. Very valuable. There's also another note from Lady Valerius in there. And all that is obviously valuable if you are not ghosting. And my ghost challenge for you guys is to be able to go in there and get those items, and do that not busting Ghost. You can't get in there without busting Supreme, but get in there without busting Ghost, and you can only use one water arrow and one moss arrow to do that. So I'll allow you to use one of each of those arrows, but get in there, get all the items, get back out, and keep everything else Supreme clean. No, Ghost clean, not Supreme clean. You can't do it without first loads. So that's that route. This is another guard with one of those keys. Second out of 4. Beautiful texture on that door there. Okay, and here we have a green vase, and we have 1, 2, 3 plates with 50 each, total 725.
What's going on over there?
What's going on over there?
What's going on?
I'm trying to get a little bit faster here. Ticket office. So here we need to get the cash box emptied. It's in here. That's worth... How much is that worth? 25 only? And that checks off the contents of the cash box objective. There's a guard in there that could see me, so... This is another pickable door. This will take you to the northwest corner of the basement, where there's a guard. The woman in the far back there saw me.
Hey, what was that?
We should be able to get in there. We can get in there faster. A lot faster. Well, we'll see if we can do this a little bit differently. Gotta be a little faster here. Wait, what? Oh! There was a guy in the staircase where I need to go afterwards. There we go. Here's a tiara. It's worth 125, total 875. There's also 2 water arrows in this little fountain here. You're looking for that. Now, in this general area,
Huh?
you can't avoid that first alert, by the way.
Oh well, sorry. Guess it was nothing.
This is the cloak
What was that
check
there?
girl.
I saw something.
This is the cloak check girl that the
Don't know what
guard
it was, and it's gone now.
downstairs was talking about. And she is protecting a piece of loot behind her. Now, we have to skip this for Supreme. It's a purse worth 100. But I will show you, hopefully I can do this. I didn't real save over there, so I'm not going to save here. But you can get past her by jumping through the window here to her right.
Ah! Oh, is someone over there?
There we go, just like that.
Oh well, too many imaginings.
So that's the first alert, and that's allowed for ghosts. So that's good. Here's the purse. And then you can also find a hidden entrance that takes you actually all the way up to the 3rd floor. But you have to again...
Did that shadow move? Too much coffees this morning. I'm twitchy as hell. Seems clear.
You have to slash your banner to get past it, which is against both Ghost and Supreme. So this is the 3rd floor. So you come out here, and from the 1st floor, the secret entrance that's pointed to on the map is this one. So you can head up there, but you can't do that for Supreme. And you can't do it for Ghost either, but you can't get that piece of loot for Ghosts. I don't think you can avoid that first alert. No, you can't. So in order to get back, you have to jump from
Oh well,
the door
too many imaginings.
and over here. But you have to use a moss arrow because you got to get quite speed built up, and you can't do that without running along the marble or the tile. And running on marble will alert her unless you use a moss arrow. So you have to take a couple of first alerts from her and use a moss arrow, all of which are not allowable for Supreme. So needless to say, that 100 has to be skipped. That's 1 out of 2 pieces of loot we have to skip in this mission. We are instead gonna head... I think I have to be faster here, to be honest with you. I just don't know how far I can go here. Okay, we're safe here. Good, so we're gonna head south. Now we're gonna head up to the 2nd floor. Let me show you the route we're gonna take. Okay, staircases on both sides here. So we are now headed through here. It doesn't look like there's a passage, but there is. And there are 2 flights of stairs. And in the middle is a flight of stairs up to the 3rd floor. So this is the 2nd floor. So the stairs that come up is here and here. So we're going to head up to the south now. There is a patrolling swordsman that goes this direction, I think, and there's another swordsman that goes a little bit into this area. Again, there's an opening here that you can't see. There's another opening here. It isn't completely open like it looks. Just a second here. So we are going to head up here and then down and to this area, which shows another hidden entrance, which we're going to take up to the 3rd floor. We're actually going to go get a key right now that we need to access something on the lower floor, the objective to get the silver flute. So here are a couple of guards. You can avoid those if you sneak. I'm creep crouch strafing right now. We're gonna head up those stairs later on, actually. There we go. We're gonna head down here. Yep. And through here. And we are going to take a couple of pieces of loot here. There's 3 goblets. 15 each, and that's 45. Total 920. And there are also 3. Here's the secret entrance we're going to take upstairs. There's also 3 golden plates back here. With 50 each, total 1,070.
A hidden entrance.
And that'll take us right to Lady V's chambers. We have to... No. Do not have to pick the lock. We can use the key we got from Raoul here. Leave that open. Now in here, like one of the readables said, if you have triggered the alarm or gotten spotted anywhere, 2 extra guards will spawn in this room, in which case it won't be Supreme Ghostable. Not that this mission is, but I want to remove all Supreme busts. This is the main entrance. These are pickable doors, but there are 2 guards right outside, so there's no way you can enter or leave without getting alerts or getting spotted. Okay, in here, first there's a box where we can take a ring worth 100. There's also a readable here, which I want to read first. My most enchanting Lady V, I will cherish the flute always. Its outward beauty is matched only by its glorious tone. I must endeavor to keep it safe. However, I will be somewhat indisposed at home until this confounded furuncle heals. It's just some kind of a boil. I hope I do not impose too much upon you, but will you look after this key to my wall safe while I recover? How nice of you to tell us. The flute is there, of course. I hope to return to my duties as music director before the new moon. Your friend and colleague, Ian Cribbs. Okay, so now I think we have the entire staff that we need to know about. We have Lady Valerius, which is the new opera owner, then Raoul is the old owner. And it seems like Lady Valerius have overtaken the establishment by rather, well, suspicious means, let's put it that way. And then Cribbs is the music director and writer of the music, and he is not very well supported by, say, the staff. I'm not sure about the audience, but he is supported by Lady Valerius. Maybe there's something more between them, but I don't think that's explicitly stated anywhere. And then you have Captain Collier, which we mentioned, which I believe is the captain that is dead, or that died in the chamber. It might not be him, but one of the guards at least died there. But Cribbs is then the last one we have not heard about yet. And this is his key then. We have to return that, and we're going to return the scroll first right away. There we go. And then there's also another box here with another key, and that opens this chest, which has the Talisman of Water. Checks off the main objective. We have have to lock that. No, that was the wrong key. There, and we have to drop that back. Which we can't really do, except for... I think that's the best we can do, actually. Yeah. Right? That's the best we can do. So we have to make sure that we return Cribs' key as well. After we've taken the flute. So that'll be our next goal. For Supreme, you have to make sure that you return all items. That is returnable. And that can be a little bit tricky to do, so that's why it's important to plan a good route through the mission. I think that actually warrants another real save here. Let me see where we need to go next. So we need to go... we are going to go straight downstairs again. So on this floor, there is nobody that patrols this hallway here, which is good. There is a guy that patrols the north hallway. And we are going to go back downstairs. We're going to grab one piece of loot on the way. And then we're going to head into, or towards at least the east wing, which is the only area we haven't done yet on the first floor. And that's also where you can find the flute. Up here is a piece of loot, but we have to make sure that this guard doesn't see us. It's a gold nugget worth 100 here. Total 1270, right? Yes. Okay. And we're gonna head into the theater. Can walk along the perimeter here pretty easily. Up here, and we should be able to sneak along this wall. But I don't think you can sneak the other way because the other half of the carpet sticks out more. So you end up closer to these floodlights, but here we should be able to sneak by. Yep. So on the south side we should be good here. So we're now backstage, I guess. There's some patrollers here as well. There's an archer up top that we gotta be careful about. So here's a letter that I wanted to read. Carmela, a stellar performance as usual. I write in hopes that you will consent to a stroll this evening on the second floor promenade. I promise I will not arrive empty-handed. Please do not refuse me. I will wait all night if need be. A short stroll and some pleasant conversation is all I ask, and in return I have for you a most special gift, one fit for a queen. Awaiting you on the promenade, I remain your most ardent admirer, Lord B. And that is Lord Bafford. So we are actually going to steal from our dear Lord Bafford yet again. How wonderful. Okay. It's an empty room.
Who's that?
And this is the room that we took the tiara in, wasn't it? That we spied on their conversation.
Just as you're cleared. If there's any trouble, we double the guard on Lady Valerius's...
Okay, that's the conversation that I don't want to trigger, right? So I don't want to move too close to that. To that door there.
Did you see something over there? Hey! Intruder! I've got...
Yeah, and he has another copy of that red key. He's the third guard. With that key, and we have to... Let's see. We gotta make sure that we can see where he is. There we go. Okay, good. Now, these two doors actually take you to the same storage room. We have to pick a lock on one of them. There we go, and in here there are 2 gold candlesticks, and there is a rug as well. Total 1520. Another empty storage room. And here we have the 4th and last guard that has the red key. You can get that key without any alerts for Supreme if you want to, but we're not going to. Walk on the inside of the stairs here. Usually good. I think this is another copy of the same note that we read downstairs. Yes. Yep. Okay. Walk too fast down the ramp there. This is the lift that goes down to the northeast part of the basement. There's another storage room with 2 vases, 1 and 2, with 100 each, total 1720. Then we're gonna steal the flute. No, that was the wrong. No.
Sir?
We're on the wrong floor. We have to go up to steal the flute. No, we're not fast enough. I'm gonna do this. Might be okay here. I'm not sure. Yeah, we're good. Oh. This is a difficult area. I'm just being very... just being careless.
Huh?
So he sees me there too. There we go. Now, yeah, I thought this door was locked. You have to pick the lock on this door too. And there was another conversation between a couple of performers inside, and we have to steal the flute from Ian Cribb's safe. There's also a letter in here that we want to read.
But wait, who is this I spy? Who dares fell wood from my domain?
That's good.
This will make a nice
Let's
little
try it a
bonus.
little more like this. But wait, who is this I spy? Who dares fell wood from my domain?
But wait, who is this I spy? Who dares fell...
No, no, with gusto, and emphasize the word dares, like this. Who dares fell wood from my domain?
I've got a better idea. Why don't you sing the part of Canandra, Forest Princess, tomorrow night? And while you're at it, why don't you find yourself another leading lady?
Huh, maybe I will.
Fine. Untalented Taffer troglodyte.
I love that one. Taffer troglodyte.
La 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 la.
Mr. Cribbs, Ian, dearest, these are great times for thinkers such as ourselves. I'm certain that the secrets of the artifact will soon be mine. With its powers and the power unleashed by your music, I am more and more convinced that our day is near. Please accept this flute as a token of my continued appreciation. Appreciation for our special friendship and for your tireless dedication to the opera. Yours always, Lady Valerius.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la,
Took
ti,
their tea
do,
at 2
ti,
today.
la, so, fa, mi,
Is someone
re,
there?
do.
Who's
What the
there?
devil?
So he can't see us, but he can hear us.
La 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 la.
Let's see.
7 salty sailors sweetly sang some sad sea songs. 7 sadly swillers. Oh, goodness me.
There, that's good enough. We locked the safe, right?
12 tricky taffers took their tea at 2 today. 12 ticky-tack...
La 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 la
Impossible.
la 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 la.
This is another one of those locked doors that you can pick open that requires the red key. There's 2 of those here and here, I believe. On the second floor, just like there is on the first floor. So the east wing on the second floor is also fairly difficult to enter. We've already been here by going up the main stairs, but to exit that area west or come in there from the west, you have to use that red key. So, like I said, I'm gonna circumvent any of those doors so we don't have to get that key.
What's that?
Maximum bad timing. So the flute was worth 150, so we should have 18.7, which we do, and that also ticked off the objective for the flute. Let me see where I'm gonna go now. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna head back up that staircase, right? Same way.
What's there? Look over there.
There's another stationary guard up top, too. A lot of reloading here. This is a pretty tough mission, but the patrols are pretty long and open. See if we can go this way, actually.
Huh? Thief!
I don't think so.
Huh?
Whoa.
Huh?
We're not supposed to get seen there.
I thought I saw
I didn't get spotted, though, when I went the opposite direction. Why would I get spotted that direction?
I thought I saw something. Help! Someone! There's an intruder! What the devil is going on? Help! Someone! There's an intruder!
Not sure if we can do that, actually. Can we mantle up here? We need to get back out here.
What What the devil is going on? Guards! Thief! Don't let him escape justice!
I don't know if we can do that. Let's see. This is odd.
What the devil is going on? Thief! What the devil is going on? Guards! Thief! Don't...
This is very, very odd because I've always been able to walk both ways. From the other side here. There we go. Okay. Just have to sort of move fast through that area, I guess. Okay. Okay, we want to head in here now.
Who's there? I saw something. Is someone there? Come out! All right.
Okay. So we do have to wait for him a little bit. He has to come by here and then go back, and we have to follow him. A little bit of an ordeal, because we have to get into a hidden room where Raoul spent his time, or spends his time when he revisits the opera. Get some pieces of loot in there. We have to go back the same way. We don't have too much more left, actually. Yeah, he's got a speed potion, by the way. There is a lady beyond the... There. Click this.
What was that?
Wait, I didn't move. That's weird.
No, nice.
Can't move too fast either with him there.
What's there?
So just a lot of tile in this mission. That's what makes it difficult.
Is someone there?
Jumped instead of front. Come on, did I open it already? No. Close it, luckily. So this is another one that you have to slash if you want to come up from the basement. Remember I said that there was a hidden entrance in the furnace in the basement that takes you up here, but again, you can't do that without busting Ghost. A rug and 2 candlesticks again. 2120 total, and then Raoul's diary. I'm beginning to suspect that I do not have revenge in my blood, for if I did, I would go now and steal from Lady Valerius all the contents of her office suite. She doesn't know about the secret passageway that leads there from the 2nd floor rotunda. She doesn't know about the key that works the lock. When she took over here and dismissed my whole staff, all knowledge of the secret passages and rooms left with us. I return here now and then to obtain provisions, always with the thought of exacting some revenge, but I fear I carry with me a terrible flaw. I do not have revenge in my blood. Raoul. Well, that's a good thing, though, that you don't have that. Raoul's a nice guy.
Is someone there?
What was that?
Who's there? Who?
I don't think we can make this. That's the problem. I have to wait for him to go back then. Either. Living room, there should be a couple of goblets in here, 2 gold goblets, yes. 25 each, so 2170. And now we're going to return Cribs' key. Go. Perfect. And then relock this one for the last time. And there. And now now we're gonna reach the... No, not that way. Next one. There's a patrolling archer here. We have to dodge him. Yeah, she sees us. She has some binoculars that we need to grab. Worth 50. Nothing in here. We have to wait for that archer again. Listen to a conversation, I believe.
This latest opera from Valerius and Cribbs is a testament to the superiority of human intellect. Man overcomes nature. Ah, my absolute favorite theme.
I couldn't disagree with you more. This opera is more of a travesty than a testament. The only thing overcome were my poor ears by that horrendous music Cribbs has written.
You're just miffed because Cribbs is fond of tragic endings.
That's not it at all. Since Valerius took over, we've had to endure this Mr. Cribbs and his twisted little operettas with vines and licas as villains and other complete nonsense. How can you stand it?
Well, I say in with the new. That's what I say.
So it seems like even among the audience members there is some divisions in terms of the new director. At least the director's music. We took a purse worth 100, by the way. From that guy, and then we're going to take another pair of binoculars here. So 3 pickpockets with loot in this area. Total 2370. Okay, now we're gonna come up here now. In the north, there is an easy way to the 3rd floor through the library, but you have to pick the lock on the door going into the library and then pick the lock on the door that leaves the library on the 3rd floor. That's 2 lock picks that I don't want to do. So I'm not going to use that method. I'm going to go in there to read something, but I'm not going to use any of those doors. To traverse through the mission. Did he see me? show you what I mean here. So this is, of course, a very easy way. Where is it? Here. To get up to the 3rd floor. There. But there should be a... yeah, there we go. Reginald and Conandra, Forest Princess, or the tragical tale of forbidden devotion betwixt our hero Reginald, Hammerite novice, and the sprightly Conandra, forest denizen and ruler of all trees. Libretto and music by Ian Cribbs. Act 1, The Forest Edge. Reginald has been sent to cut wood. He sings, I am but a simple novice sent here to bring wood from the forest. Happy is the sunny day, if only it could stay this way. Conandra, singing from afar, Ah, glorious sun, send your rays upon us. But wait, who is this I spy? Who dares fell wood from my domain? He will learn the folly of his ways. Conandra lands a blow upon Reginald's head. Reginald sings, Ah, pound me not, foul forest thing. He raises his axe in a defensive stance. Reginald sees Conandra for the first time. He sings, Did I say foul forest thing? For thou art beautiful as a butterfly's wing. Conandra, her eyes meeting Reginald, sings, Didst I land a blow upon your head? For I would rather take my own life instead. They embrace, they exit stage left. The forest creatures sing, na na na, la la la, etc. End Act 1. Whew.
Do people really pay money to see this stuff?
I hope not. So now we have to head along the northern hallway, which you saw is patrolled, and we have to meet Lord Bafford in the northwest staircase. Or not meet him, but steal from him. And then we're going to get to one of the most difficult areas in the mission. Because I'm not using the library, I have to get up to the 3rd floor by a different way. And, consequently, a lot more difficult way.
Sir?
Oh.
Who's the...
Swear it's more difficult to sneak on tile in New Dark. Wait here. There's another hidden entrance between 2 sitting rooms here that are completely empty. You can get through the fireplace if you want to. Not marked on the map. Here's Lord Bafford.
Is someone there?
He can see you almost behind.
7 salty sailors sweetly sang some sad sea songs. 7 sadly swillers. Oh, goodness me.
Okay. Sorry, Lord B. Yeah, we can't get by him here. That's pretty sure. Get into that. Probably. Well, it doesn't matter. Okay. So now we're going to head south back to the main staircase, and we're going to have to sneak up the stairs to the 3rd floor. And it's much easier to, or not much easier, but it's easier to do that from the north than it is from the south. So this is a good way to do that.
What's there?
What's go?
Oh, and then he comes up at exactly the wrong time. Okay, well then we're gonna have to wait again here until he comes back. Through that doorway, there is another piece of loot. Binoculars worn by the guy on the left. No, the woman on the right. The woman that alerted to us earlier. You can get those for ghosts, because you only need to take a first alert, but you cannot get them for supreme, because you have to take a first alert.
Over there. Look.
So we have to head up here. Alright, let me explain here. Let me show you the 3rd floor. So we're now coming from the north. There are 2 guards here. Okay? The one to the east, he faces south directly, and then a little bit northwest. He doesn't face directly north. The other guard faces east and west. So when he faces west, that's when we need to head up. So because he doesn't face completely north, he's a little bit more exposed on the north side. That's why it's easier to go up this way. If not, you would have to come up this way. We want to head east because there's nothing of interest on the west. There's a couple pieces of loot on the east here. So it's best to come from the north and then head directly east. But there's a couple of patrolling guards also up here. 2. There's one that goes up and down here, and then there's one that goes all the way around the 3rd floor. I don't know if he goes in one predictable direction or what, but... So we have to... Yeah, I did. Real safe. We have to just wait until that guy to the right faces west, and that guy faces south.
I heard that!
And then that guy comes by just as we're trying to do that.
All right! I hear... What's going on?
It is more difficult to sneak in New Dark, I feel, on tile.
Thought I saw something.
So he sees me even though I go as slow as I can, so I'm just gonna have to wait here.
Who's there? Hello?
I have to... I can be a couple of steps away from the top. This is tough. This is tough ghosting right here. I figured out this way so that I could avoid those 2 lockpicks. That's my goal. So it's just a matter of...
Look over there.
for us to get out of the way, and then they can turn back.
Hey.
But if they turn quicker, like they're doing there...
Who's there?
And now there's another guard coming by as well. Okay, we're just gonna have to wait. So the first guard we saw earlier, he's the guy that goes back and forth here between the different boxes. And then the second guy we saw just now is the guy that sometimes comes down this very hallway. And we have to head back down this way too. But I found going down is easier. I don't know why, because you can see clearly where the patrollers are, I feel. Now.
Over there. What's going on over there? Come out, you! Hey.
We can walk a little bit faster.
Who's creeping around?
Until we get up on the actual rug, then we have to go a little bit slower again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes, good. Perfect.
What's going on?
So now we have to sneak out. We have to sneak south. But I think we have to wait for that other guard to come by. He's coming right now. This is a little bit easier because the guard that is closest to us, he can face either direction now, it doesn't matter. The other guard cannot. Good. Yeah, we're safe here. He's the only guard that comes down this area. So we've now moved south and then east, and I can't remember in which one, but there's another pair of binoculars that are laying in one of these boxes. I think it's the closest one, to be honest with you. I take that back. There is the servant I talked about earlier. He has the massive patrol route. Spans all the way from the basement. He does come up here. So they see me if I walk too fast. Worth 50, total 2620. 2 more pieces of loot only. Now we have to cross the hallway here.
What was that noise?
And we could do that right there. Oh, we can do that with that guy. Facing either direction, that's nice. So we still haven't gotten a single first alert from any guards or humans here. in this mission, only from that one spider. But we have to we have skipped. Is it 150 loot total? Purse we have to get here. 2720. And then the last piece of loot is this green vase. $27.70. That's max loot. That archer down there as well, he's very difficult to pickpocket. That's a challenge for you guys if you want to try to do that. To pickpocket him without any supreme busts. That is difficult. But he has a healing potion.
Look there. Is it just me?
Okay. Nice. Now we have to head back down on the north side, right? Good. This went a lot easier than I thought. I feared this would be a lot more difficult. So we have everything. We just need to head back down to the bottom floor.
What do I see there?
Okay, I hope I don't get spotted here. I think I'm safe. Am I not?
People up above me get all the light and get all the favors, and I don't have another thing to eat in days. And when are they going to bring me my dinner? That's what I want to know. When is they going to bring me my dinner? Hey.
Look, there wasn't much in that. There. Said it was usually easier to go down. Now we want to head east, right? Yeah, we do. Awesome. Oh, no. These doors disappear. I can't stand that. Can't have that. Can't have that. now we're back in the basement. We just have to leave, essentially. A real save here. So all we have to do is return Raoul's key and then leave. Straight through here. To do that, there are 2 water arrows, by the way, in this pool. Last thing I haven't mentioned yet. Let's head out through here. Awesome, awesome. Love this mission. Good. Like I said, it had been a while since my last recording. For those of you that don't know, we had our 3rd child. We had another son. About 3 months ago. So it's going to be busy. I can't keep up with the frequency that I've had before.
Down here in the dam.
But all good reasons. All good reasons. There we go. There's your key, buddy.
I am telling a terrible story, but it doesn't diminish my glory, for they would have taken my father.
Yeah. So Undercover is a short mission, and I have it all ready to be recorded, so I'll see if I can get a chance to do that a little bit sooner than between the last 2 recordings. And then we have to make sure that we close this one as well. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. So, total time, 1 hour, 14 minutes, 7 seconds. Found 2770 loot out of 2920. That's 150 skipped. We skipped a purse worth 100 behind the hat check girl on the 1st floor. There's no way you can do that without a couple of first alerts and a moss arrow. Which is all well and good for Ghost, but not for Supreme. And we also skipped a pair of binoculars on a lady in a tiled, open, ballroom-like area at the top of the central staircase, where there was that patrolling guard. There's no way you can get close to her from behind without getting a first alert from the guy that she's talking to. So that's another 50, that's the 150 that we skipped. We only took 1 bust in this mission to the spider when we headed down the tunnel very early on in the mission, so only 1 first alert that busted Supreme. Pockets picked 5 out of 13. Those were all purses. We didn't pick any keys. Locks picked 2. Those were both necessary to reach loot or objectives. Backstab 0, knockout 0, damage dealt 0, damage taken 0, healing taken 0. Innocents killed none and others killed 0. Campaign totals. Time so far, 12 hours, 19 minutes, 24 seconds. Loot so far, 23,391. Total damage dealt 28 from the training mission and received 0. Awesome. I love this mission so much. I will give it a whopping 94%. It's in my top 3. It actually beats Return to the Cathedral by a few percent there. I really wish this was a part of the original game, but they probably didn't have it finished enough to do that. The major pro that I have for this mission is, well, 2 actually. The sound design. The sound design is amazing, especially inside the Opera House itself. The plot twist is great. You are sort of anticipating a cave diving type mission, and then it completely switches, and to be able to rob an opera house in itself is awesome. It's great. And the design of the manor, too, is cool. It's more difficult, mostly because of the tile, but it's not too difficult. And there's a lot of alternate routes around the mission. A lot of hidden ways, but also obvious ways to go between the floors. You can even go outside, which I didn't show you. And everybody's favorite character, Raoul, of course, is cool as well. So, only good things to say about this mission. I don't have any cons, really. Maybe a little bit of the design is a little bit crude in some areas, a little rough around the edges in some areas, particularly in the basement, but those are not really cons. I'm nitpicking here, so. Anyway, Undercover, the next mission is not one of my favorites. I don't really like that one too much. It's okay. It's different, which is good, in that you're not really spotted anywhere. But, yeah, we'll talk about that when we get back. So I'm going to go ahead and make a save here to end this mission, and I hope to see you guys back in not too long. Have a good night. Bye-bye.